See, when you focus on self-reflection and self-improvement, the way that you give changes because you put yourself first. Make sure the speck or the plank is out of your eye before you take the speck out of another's. You've got to make sure that you're taken care of. That line in the Bible isn't necessarily like, hey, if you're an asshole, be sure that you're not an asshole before you tell someone that they're not an asshole. No, it's make sure that you're taken care of. Make sure that you're loved. Make sure that you're fulfilled. Make sure that you have everything that you need for your basic living, your basic functions. Your health, your social life, your love life. Make sure you have, all of this together before you go out and give. The purpose is not to serve others. That's part of it. The purpose is to serve others purely. And you can only do that when you're pure yourself. Because the decisions you make, the moral decisions you make, that what you put out into the world spreads everywhere. And then it comes back with exponential energy depending on what you focused on. So we've got to make sure that we are healthy, we're clean, our mind is clear before we can have the type of impact that we're looking for, because you can have a powerful impact, but if there's some disturbance in yourself, it's not as good as it could be. That's why regular tune-ups are important. That if your car starts to lose performance after you've driven it 3,000 miles, 5,000 miles, 10,000 miles, the solution isn't just to, if it's slowing down, to put a turbocharger on it or to put in a new engine or trans. Get it serviced first. And once it's serviced and all the basic maintenance is on point, then you may put on a turbo, put in a performance chip, put on a new set of tires, a new trans, tire suspension, however you want to perform. So it's a two-part process. Yes, ultimately life is about giving to others, ultimately, meaning like its final stage, but that's ineffective if you're not healthy. If you don't love yourself, you need to love your neighbor as yourself, which means that if you don't love yourself, you couldn't possibly love your neighbors, not appropriately at least. So the first step is love yourself. You love yourself by first knowing who you are and understanding it objectively, and then deriving an opinion that says you are great. And when you do that, when you as much as look at someone, when they're as much as in your presence, that echo of thought, you are great, you are beautiful, you are perfect, emanates off your face, through your eyes, through the simple action of reaching for a napkin and giving it to a stranger, or opening up a door. There's a difference between someone who does those simple tasks and hates themselves or doesn't see themselves, than someone who does it with a heart that knows what it is and celebrates it.